Tonight, I'm not going to talk about the big guys or historical figures. Tonight, I'm going to talk about a normal person, a small but great girl in my life, how she handled her life adversity. My daughter, Millie, a tough, brave girl. She just had a spinal surgery for scoliosis on June 14th. At 8 o'clock that morning, she was accepted into the operation room at hospital for sick kids. At the moment I sent her into the operation room, I realized she was about to go through a reborn process. According to surgery's planning, her body will be stretched like a mechanical device. Her back would be fully open. 2 long metal bars will be implanted with 2 screws driven into each vertebra. As I was sitting in the waiting room, my mind went through all this visionary image. It was horrifying. After a solid 8 hours anxious waiting, Dr. Howard and his assistant came into the waiting room. They were still wearing the working clothes with blood stain on it. My heart was pumping very fast until Dr. Howard smelled it and said to me, "Relax, Daddy." The surgery was very successful. Everything was done as planned. In about 1 hour, you will be able to see her in the observation room. A heavy stone partially removed in her heart. At 5:10 p.m., I was called into the observation room. At the further end, I saw Millie lying in the specialty bed. Her body was hooked up many wires and tubes that supported or monitored her life. I approached her left side and bent down close to her ear, calling her name several times. "Millie, Millie, Millie." Then she slowly opened her eyes on her pale face. "Daddy, I just had a very sound deep sleep. Where am I now?" I told her, "You are in the observation room. Dr. Howard just told me the surgery was very successful and everything was done as planned." She smiled. At 7:30, she was transferred from the observation room on the 2nd floor to her private ward on the 5th floor. On the way, she got excited, said, "Yeah, I got a free ride, Wonderland ride." That was my daughter. All the nurses were surprised and amused, because normally patients after such a big surgery were very groggy or depressed. Millie was totally different. The following days at the hospital further proved Millie's positive attitude. On the 2nd day, she got on the floor, walked around several times in the corridor, even though her face still was pale and her blood sugar was very low. All the nurses were very surprised. That was amazing. Most surprisingly, the pain management doctor noticed. For the first 3 days, Millie only used about 10% of average morphine. That the average dosage, only 10% of the average dosage that a normal patient may use. Even the doctor joked at her, "Millie, you don't need to save for our government. Our government wastes a lot on other stuff." you can press the pain relief button as many as you required. Obviously, it's not because Millie wanted to save. It is because she preferred using her own manpower to conquer the pain. After 1 week in the hospital, she was released for home. Her positive attitude put her on a fast recovery track. The second day at home, she started playing piano again. The light, beautiful music fills our home again. On the third week, she was able to handle the daily activity by herself and stayed at home on her own. More marvelous is, the fourth week, she took the volunteer job at the summer camp. Even though I didn't agree with that activity, but she persisted in doing something instead of saying stay at home. After the surgery, she gained 2 centimeter height. But more importantly, she is more confident than ever. She's ready for her new life. She is looking forward to her university study in this September. I'm so proud of her. She could handle such a big life adversity in such a very positive way. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, I would like to tell you, keeping a very positive attitude could help you quickly recover from a life adversity. Thank you.